Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear student, the top 9 tricks for boosting your spoken English. There are 9 tricks and very fine tracks. The top 9 tricks for boosting your spoken English. Number 1, everyday listening and reading in English. Second, English should always be used. Third, practice speaking English well if you want to. Fourth, establish schedule for studying English. 5, let your brain assist you in learning English. The best tips. 6. Don't be grammatical stickler. 7. Consume material that has nothing to do with grammar. 8. Put extra effort toward the enhancing your English. 9th and last, eliminate time wasters. There are 3 and 9 tricks for boosting your spoken English. Everyday listening and reading in English. You must read and listen to English every day if you want to get better at it. Why? Considering that these two activities resemble compound exercises. Compound exercises are what? A compound workout is one that works several different muscle groups simultaneously. Vocabulary, comprehension, grammar. They are extremely effective because of this. It is crucial to listen and read a lot, even if your aim is to enhance your spoken English. Because if you have restricted vocabulary or poor listening comprehension, you would not be able to communicate effectively regardless of the English skills you wish to develop. Make sure to read and listen to English every day. English should always be used. The goal is to utilize English whenever possible instead of in your native language. Example: watch English language films and TV programs as opposed to shows in your native language. Enable the English subtitle if you need to read them. Seek out English language YouTube channel instead of channel of your home country. Read the original English versions of American or British novels instead of the translation. Join reddit.com on several English Facebook sites if you enjoy online discussion. Practice speaking English well. Though it appears simple, not many individuals use this advice, despite the fact that many people claim to wish to speak English better. They hardly ever do so. Instead, they simply sit back and watch instructional films in the hope that it will help them communicate more clearly. Sadly, that is not how it operates. You must practice actively if you wish to speak English fluently. What happens though if you are speaking alone? That is not a concern. You can practice speaking English on your own in a variety of ways. Many people like myself have found that practicing alone has helped them speak English more fluently. You too can succeed. Establish a schedule for studying English. You must have schedule you in learning English are a series of daily learning exercises. If you want your English to get better without a routine, it is simple to because mired in a loop of inaction. You decide that you want to learn English better, so you do so for a few weeks. Then you stop learning when your motivation wanes. Browsing social media or playing video games are more entertaining. You eventually lose memory of what you have learned. Therefore, the weeks you spend learning more in vain. Then one day you become inspired, start studying English once more. Many students keep going through this awful cycle. Avoid making the same error if you desire to. Let your brain assist you in learning English. Many people quickly conjure up the image of someone learning tedious grammar rules when they hear the word learn English. But there are other ways to learn English as well. There is another superior method. In the same manner you learn your own tongue. Here is how you do it. Read and listen to English without worrying about grammar. Here are a few instances reading a good English book, seeing a captivating story being told in English. A natural English speaker is being spoken to about a random stuff. Make an effort to speak English alone. Participate in a discussion on a forum in English. In general, you can engage any activity so long as it does not require you to consider English grammar. Do not be grammatical stickler. Grammar rules are a major obsession for many English peoples. They adopt grammar courses and have numerous inquiries about the subject. Be careful if you are one of such people. Grammar study can be detrimental to your English. I shall tell you why English grammar is really difficult. Nothing is easy or uncomplicated. Consider present continuous tense as an illustration. I am doing. There are numerous contexts in which this tense is appropriate. First, it can be used to discuss on the event that is now taking place. It can also be used to describe unfinished or incomplete action. So even if I claim to be reading a fantastic book right now, I may not actually be doing so. My argument is that the more grammatical rules you study, the more perplexed you become. By learning grammar, you will never be able to write or speak English spontaneously. You might now be asking why native English speakers don't get confused if English grammar is so difficult. The same reason you don't get confused when speaking your own tongue. I suppose the reason is that you acquired your first language by being exposed to the appropriate input and let your brain automatically learn the language in the background. You were not familiar with the grammar rules. You have a strong brain. Without your knowledge, it can automatically recognize and understand grammar rules. Simply expose yourself to a lot of the right input through reading and listening. Consume material that has nothing to do with grammar. Unfortunately, some people will still consciously study grammar and learn English even after reading. Unfortunately, some people will still consciously study grammar and learn English even after reading the preceding suggestion. Don't be obsessed with the grammar and the tip before that. Let your brain learn English organically. They will continue reading articles with the names like this, how to use also to as well as in basic English grammar, when to use each, every, whole, entire and all in English. Why do they enjoy writing about grammar so much? Because it helps people feel good to listen to an explanation and comprehend it. They believe they have learned something as a result. However, as I have already stated, the information you discover in this manner is explicit, non-automatic. Therefore, even if you comprehend the explanation, you would not be able to automatically apply that information in conversation. Therefore, I strongly advise you to consume English content on subjects unrelated to grammar instead of content connected to grammar. Put extra effort toward enhancing your English. This is yet another simple yet effective advice and tip. You should look at how much time you spend daily on your English. If you feel that it is not improving quickly enough despite applying the proper strategies. If, however, you merely listen to English for 10 minutes a day, a few days a week, you will not see any growth in your listening ability. So invest more time in improving your English if you want to see results quickly. Ultimate time waster. Eliminate time waster. What if you are short on time to practice your English? In that situation, you must spend less time on tasks that are not necessary, but take up your time. Example, playing computer games, reading the news, regularly texting, continuous small checking, and the internet, surfing the web aimlessly. Numerous individuals waste several hours per day on these pursuits. Why not switch out these time wastes with English learning activity if you are one of them? Of course, you don't have to get rid of all your time wasters. It is acceptable to relax and have fun. However, if you could devote just half of that time to doing so, it would make a significant difference. Thank you very much, my dear friends. Subscribe this channel. I shall be very thankful to you and thanking you for watching this video.